Just out on the trails with Gage today. It's day 7 of the sore back, so I'm still not ready to go way across the big swamp, but I'm feeling much better today. I could touch my toes this morning. So I'll keep stretching it out, keep working. Gage and I are doing the 35-40 minute loop here. Hopefully I won't be too sore later and we'll get back into the big swamp later this week. And the next trip I want to do back there is we're going to go to the old trapper cabin. Good morning, guys. Out for another walk in the woods with Gage. It's freezing rain. We're supposed to get 20 centimeters of snow tonight, and it rained this morning. It freezing rained. It's nasty. So I figured I had to get up first thing this morning and go pick up my snowblower. I brought it in last week to get it repaired. And I was telling you guys, I threw my back out because I manhandled it onto the trailer. It weighs about 300 pounds. It's the Cub Cadet 34-inch, the biggest one you can get. And it's got a hydrostatic drive in it, so there's no neutral. You can't push it if it's not running. If the belt's not working, you're dragging it. And then I picked it up today. I've been using this snowblower for 3 years. I picked it up today. And the guy goes into the shed to get it for me, and he starts wheeling it backwards. It's not running. I'm like, what? I'm like, how did you do that? Well, there's a handle on each side that you can steer right or left with, and it disengages whichever side you pull, and then the tractor turns the other way. I never thought for the life of me of pulling both of those triggers at the same time and dragging. Oh, I'm a moron. We had Riverbend Family Fun Day 2 days ago, and it was great. We probably had, I don't know, 50, 60 people show up. Sledding for the kids, a big bonfire, skating rink, snowmobiling through the trails back here. We did all kinds of stuff, we always do. It was pretty good. You know, it made me feel really good to have a full-blown get-together. It's been a long time. I was testing out a new lens, so there's a review on the channel. And there's all kinds of photos. What I'm going to do is just put a little section at the end of this video again, because some of you guys don't watch the photography stuff, the review stuff. I'll just throw all the photos on there as well. That way then the neighbors and the family and friends can see that as well. They don't watch the review, photography review stuff. So if you missed it, it'll be at the end of this video. And if you've already seen it, you don't have to watch it. So today is day 8 since I threw my back out, and it's feeling a lot better. Yesterday I could touch my toes. Today I did 100 sit-ups. We're getting there. Hopefully, if it's nice this week, maybe 3 or 4 more days. I'm gonna wait. I have another massage 2 days from now. I'm gonna wait until after that. And then if it's nice, Gage and I are gonna go into the log cabin. It's quite a hike. It's probably gonna take me 2 hours in and 2 hours out, so the better part of an afternoon to do that. I wanna make sure 100% that the back is feeling good before you get 3/4 of the way in there or you know, right to the cabin, and then you throw your back out again. You know, you never know. Mostly it's not that you're gonna throw your back out again, it's that all the protective muscles in your back will tighten up again, right? And then you can't move. So I wanna make sure I'm feeling good enough before I do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the back is still sore. Even, you know, just doing a little half-hour walk, 40-minute walk out here. I think it's gonna take a little more time. Just walking on the uneven trail. The advice I can give to you guys, this is not new for Gary. I've thrown my back out probably 4 or 5 times. Started about 10 years ago, and it's usually my right side. This time it was the left. What I can tell you is, you know, don't wait too long before you start stretching it out. 3 or 4 days maximum. Go get a massage to get all those muscles loosened up, and then keep stretching, keep stretching. Do some sit-ups, do some crunches gently, do all kinds of yoga. Any yoga that you can do, you know, arch stuff, front, forward, and back, whatever you can do. Don't stop stretching. And in some cases, like this week, I'm gonna go for a second massage because all the muscles keep locking up and cramping up, so they need to be loosened again. So that's my back advice. I consider myself a sore back expert. So my oldest daughter and I, we call them dad movies. And we've got a whole series, we talked about it before. I made her watch Terminator and, you know, all the classic 80s stuff, like dad movies. And one that I had completely forgot about, I saw a preview. They made Top Gun Part 2. I did not know that. So I said to Hannah, we're gonna add Top Gun 1 onto our list. I never even had it on the list, but I said, you know, that was a pretty good movie back in the day. And it blows my mind how freaking good Tom Cruise looks. Like, I don't know what deal this guy had to sign when he came to Earth, but I'm gonna end up being 70 and, you know, being as good a shape as most 30-year-olds. I'm gonna look as good. Like, he just doesn't age, this guy. Well, I said that. I said to my daughter, I said, he looks pretty good. I said, geez, I remember, you know, he didn't look much younger in the first one. Then we went back and watched the preview for Top Gun 1. Yeah, he was pretty young looking there, but, you know, when he was in his early 20s, he still looked like a teenager. He looked like he was 14. So, yeah, one of my favorite actors all time, him and Leonardo. I pretty much anything those two guys do, I would watch. You know, they're always fantastic movies. They always become classics. If I ever come back, I want to be Tom Cruise. I hope that's just a snowball and not frozen poop. Hey! Oh, it's frozen poop. Hey! Get over here! Gage! Gage! Bad. Actually, it's a dead mole. Oh, the frozen rain's really coming down now. I'm surprised Gage brought me back the frozen treat he found there. It's a dead frozen little mole. Hey, come on. As soon as I stopped too close. It's only 20, I left it 20 feet back there on the trail. Can't stop and talk, we gotta keep going. Oh geez, we're coming up on the creepy corner. I'll flip you guys around. I didn't think I was gonna make it this far, but Is anybody here today? As soon as I asked that, the wind picked up. I can hear cracking around me up in the treetops. Three times now. The last one came from up there somewhere. I don't see any porcupine or anything. And the first two were on that side of the trail, so I don't know. Just the wind, I guess. I think I'm gonna have to go through the trail on the snow machine later tonight. We lost all kinds of snow and it became very icy the other day. It rained, so it was actually easier to come through the trail on the four-wheelers. So Tom and the other boys came through on the four-wheelers, and now it's pretty rutted up. But now we've got about 4 new inches of this like granular rain, hail, whatever it is. So I think if I come through here on the snow machine, I can kind of pack the trail back down and make it nicer for walking anyway. And Gage won't complain if we go home for 3 or 4 hours and then I take him out again for 40 minutes. He never complains, that guy. He'd go out 20 times a day if you let him. Oh yeah, he went and got that mole. Okay, no. I'll leave that right here at the creepy corner as a sacrifice, I guess. No, leave it. We'll just leave that back there on the trail. Gage has a nasty habit of eating stuff that makes him sick, and he doesn't learn from it. Last night he was a very lucky boy. We did a fondue, and so I cut all the nice big pieces of fat off the steak, and usually I don't feed him that stuff because he has a girly stomach, let's put it that way. If he eats anything other than dog food, he gets sick, and he gets sick on my rug every time. He won't go on the hardwood floor or on the tile in front of the door, you know, and whine at the door to get out. He's got to go throw up on my rug. So last night I thought, well, we'll just try it, right? Dogs like steak. I wish I could give him steak. So I gave him, instead of giving him his regular dinner, he got a tiny little bit of dog food and 3/4 of a bowl of fat and all the good stuff, right? And he was fine last night. So I'm like, you know what? Hey, perfect. If I can start giving him a little bit of scraps, then he becomes more of a manly dog. Right now, he's not much of a manly dog. Got to eat this human processed stuff. Makes him more like royalty, in fact. He's living a pretty good life, this guy. Oh, he's back digging in that hole where he got that frozen mole out of. I wonder if there's more than one. I don't know. I wonder if when it rained, oh, I bet you when it rained, yeah, so these guys here, what happens is they have tunnels and burrows under the snow, and it rained here the other day, like I was saying. We lost a lot of snow. I bet you they're a little hollow, filled with water, and they froze. So I bet you there's a whole family of frozen little moles down there. That's subnivean life. I used to teach that up at the college. Winter biology. See, don't tell me you don't learn stuff watching this channel. It's kind of weird there. Gage just took off like he saw something or smelled something. He did 3 great big loops there. I don't know. Oh yeah, of course. We're right by one of the teepees there.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.